In this week's Dealing with Dollars, we're talking holiday shopping, how you can make sure you get the best deals despite inflation. WFXR's Evan Johnson brings us advice from a retail and shopping expert.
Shoppers are always on the hunt for the best possible deal, but this year, with record inflation, the hunt is even more intense, and retailers are taking notice. Joining us today is retail and shopping expert Deborah Weinswig. Deborah, thanks for talking with us today.
Thank you so much for joining me.
So let's start with, the holiday sales are already starting, but there are two big online shopping events happening next week. Can you tell us about those?
Yeah, so actually, CoreSite 3 years ago, seeing this kind of build up at the end of not only inventory, et cetera, we tried to pull the shopping holiday earlier and created something called the 10/10 Shopping Festival, whereby retailers and brands offer unprecedented deals and really connect with customers. That's on the 10th. And then Amazon Prime is following that in partnership on the 11th and 12th. So you really have 3 days of deals. The 10/10 Shopping Festival is online only, and that will be it should be the lowest prices of the holiday season, so really critical to join.
All right, now, if folks miss out on that 10/10 Shopping Festival as well as Amazon Prime Day, of course, they're going to be shopping over the next few months. What tips do you have for them to make sure they're getting the best deals?
Well, I'm sure everyone's heard there's a lot of inventory in the system, but what we're seeing is that everyone's being, I would say, fairly disciplined in terms of dropping prices, too early or all at once. So I would really kind of stay tuned for any kind of an event, right? And I do think that we are seeing retailers trying to pull everything earlier because of some of the supply chain challenges, delivery, et cetera. So I do think shopping early, knowing so that's number one. Number two, I think that, if you can do anything possible, right, to, if you will, pull kind of your shopping together to alleviate any of those kind of delivery fees. And then lastly, what we've seen also is that many retailers, if you go into the stores, the prices are actually lower than they are online in many cases. And that is what we've heard over and over repeatedly, not only from retailers, but also from brands. It's a great way to save money this holiday season, is the physical aspect of shopping.
Wow, and of course, it's probably because we've been reporting over the last few months that stores actually have more inventory because they over-ordered, and then with everything we've been dealing with this year, that results in them having a lot on hand, so they're trying to get rid of all that. So you're saying this year, if you miss these online sales we were just talking about, it's probably best to go inside the store to get a really good deal.
Yeah, and the other thing that we've heard in some cases from major retailers is that store managers and assistant managers have actually, I would say, are more empowered to work directly with the consumer as well. And so if there's anything that you can do to either show them a lower price, and once again, it could be in a different geography where prices, we're seeing much more, actually, that is a very important point, much more localization, Evan, of pricing than ever before. So I live in New York City, right, which is a higher price market. If I can show them prices in a lower price market, that's also another way to think about having that conversation in store to really get the best deal possible. But really, I do think there's something to be said to have that conversation, talk to the retailer, tell them how much do you love them, and see what they can do for you in store, because I think you'll be very surprised what can happen. It really will be a holiday season like no other.
All right, that's some great advice. Deborah Weinswig, CEO of CoreSite Research, thank you so much for sharing those tips with us this afternoon.
Thanks, Evan.
And if you missed any of Deborah's tips, you can find them on the Dealing with Dollars page of our website. Of course, that's WFXRTV.com. Back to you.
All right, you can also find a link for the 10/10 Shopping Festival on our website. And don't forget, every Thursday right here on WFXR News at 6, we are Dealing with Dollars, giving you all kinds of tips to help you save money.